Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm sharing a purchase that I made of some silver quarters. These are the first run for 2022 of the American Woman Quarter program. So the U.S. Mint decided to do a series to honor and recognize these individual women for their different accomplishments. A lot of it has to do with pro women's rights and things, and just the first woman to do this, the first woman to do that. It's pretty cool. It's very racially diverse. I think it's a fantastic program. The reason I'm making the video is to show you this, that I don't normally buy stuff like this. All right, I love collecting coins. And there's certain people that just like everything the government puts out, all the U.S. Mint stuff they've been collecting for years, all the proof sets and the different special coins and the medals and all that stuff. It's pretty cool, but it's never been my thing because it's really expensive, and I focus heavily on silver. You know what I'm saying? When I collect coins, I'm mostly collecting silver coins. If they have some other cool story or history behind it, that's awesome. It's a bonus. But I don't generally just collect like proof pennies, or nickels or whatever, or non-silver proof coins. They're beautiful. They're very beautiful. If you don't know, a proof coin is basically the planchet or the blank, little metal disc that becomes the coin eventually. Like our regular change. If you take a regular quarter out of your pocket, it's not that shiny, right? Mostly because it's circulated and used. But the original planchet, when it was made, it wasn't super polished. What they do is for proof sets or proof coins, they will polish that planchet, then they'll put the stamp in there. It just makes it extra special. It's extra shiny. The fields, which is the backgrounds, it's just like a mirror finish in a lot of cases. It just makes a coin really shine. It's just extra beautiful. And they do this for collectability, really. So the reason I kind of got into this one, and the reason why I wanted this, I saw when these were going to be released, and at first I had no interest. I thought, oh, well, that's kind of a cool thing. But again, just like every other, U.S. Mint coin, I just didn't care. But as time went on, I started thinking, I think it's kind of cool. I think it's really neat that they're commemorating all these different women, and that women are appearing on our money, our currency. I mean, that's very historic. It is a huge part of history to start having women on our coins. Now, this is not new in 2022. We've had women on our coins. We have the Sacagawea dollar coin. If you don't know, Sacagawea, the American Indian, or Native American, I should say, woman who helped Lewis and Clark. You can look her up if you don't know who Sacagawea is, but it's a very important part of U.S. history. That's why we've honored her quite a bit on our dollar coins. Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony was a big part of the women's rights movement, helped women get the right to vote. She's been on our dollar coins, in the past. So it's not like it's a new thing to have women on coins, but, to have it on such a heavily circulated coin like a quarter is kind of a big deal. It really is a big deal. Both the dollar coins were commemorative coins. And dollar coins, although they appeared in currency, like in the late 90s, early 2000s, kind of cool, it wasn't used very much. So it's kind of a big deal that they put women on quarters, and it's not just these regular sets. These are the proof sets. But if you look at 2022 quarters, they all will feature one of these 5 women. All right, so it's regularly circulated coinage. This just happens to be the special silver extra shiny version, basically, for anyone who's not into coins. So the original set was $100 from the U.S. Mint, and it included all of our current currency. So we had the quarter set, which was these 5 different women, right? But on top of that, we also have the regular American nickel, the 2022 nickel, the 2022 penny. All right, we also had the 2022 Sacagawea, and we had the 2022 Kennedy half dollar. Now, even though the dollar coin, the Sacagawea dollar coin, and the Kennedy half dollar aren't actually circulated, no one really uses that as money, it's still being made every year, you know what I mean? Or at least in 2022, both were part of our actual currency. You just don't actually see them. So that was the set. It was basically this quarter set, which was silver, and there was also another set with those other coins, okay, that weren't silver, and that's the full proof set. It's all the coins for America in our regular money in our system for 2022. But I didn't care about the clad coins. I didn't. I only really like silver, right? So the fact that they made these in silver, the fact that it was the first time they put women on quarters and stuff, I thought it was a really cool thing, and I was very interested. So instead of spending the $100 on the full set, which was basically both sets, or both, display pieces, let's say, I bought this aftermarket for $50, all right? So I thought this was pretty neat, and I'm going to collect this every year to get the full set of women that they honor through this program. So anyway, I'm blabbing on here, not even showing the set. There's people complain about it. They're like, dude, you've talked about a knife for like 5 minutes, you haven't opened it yet. Well, I'm talking, that's all. But anyway, here we go. So the 5 women who are honored for 2022. Maya Angelou, Dr. Sally Ride, Wilma Mankiller, Nina Otero Warren, and Anna Mae Wong. All right, 5 accomplished women that they specifically chose to feature on these coins. One thing I'll say, completely unrelated and probably immature, but the whole point of this is to show women, women accomplishing things, and it's very pro-women, obviously, right? I think it's kind of funny they pick someone with the last name Mankiller. That's just, I guess, my immaturity. But anyway, let's take a look at the actual coins here. All right, and by the way, if you don't know who these women are, which I did not, I had to Google it to see what their accomplishments were. Like I said, like Dr. Sally, I think she was the first astronaut. I mean, the coins featured, I'll show you in a second here, but anyway, so we have the box, of course, we have the little certificate saying it's real, it's legit, the information on the coin, the designers and the sculptors. All right, so here's the coin set. Absolutely beautiful, by the way, the presentation. Now, I have to say, for 2022, they did change George Washington. All right, I don't like that change. I've been looking at the same George Washington my entire life, so having a different one on there is a little weird. I guess I'll get used to it or whatever. But there's the fronts, all right, and there's the backs with each individual woman. All right, absolutely beautiful. Let me zoom in for you here. Now, just so you know, like I said, these are silver and these are the proof sets, but for 2022, all 5 of these designs are going to be in circulation. I'm actually looking for the circulated ones too. So far, I found 2 of them, these 2 on top here. But yeah, if you just look in your regular pocket change, you'll find these designs. Those are for the 2022 quarter. So there's a good shot of the individual designs. They really are beautiful. Let me get a little closer, show you each one. Like I said, you can Google these women, to find out exactly their whole history and everything they've accomplished and stuff. It's pretty cool, though. I mean, the stories are all wonderful. But to be honest, I don't remember all of them offhand. So I'm not going to spew a bunch of information that may not be correct. But they are beautiful. And what's interesting, too, is that these are all in 99.9% pure silver. So the 3.9's fine. Proof quarters that were silver used to be 90%. I mean, that was like that, even, the constitutional junk silver that we collect, all 90% silver. However, they chose to go with pure silver, which is even cooler, to me. So yeah, there's another shot of the women if you want to look up, again, their names and their accomplishments and stuff. I don't want to butcher anything or give false information. I remember she was like the first astronaut or female astronaut. She, I believe, was the first Asian actress in Hollywood, and the other 3 I think were activists. But it's just nice to see, obviously, racial diversity. If the government started doing everything about women and they only showed white women, that would probably upset people. Or if they only showed Hispanic or only black or only Asian or only whatever. I mean, it's nice that they're being diverse. These are important women in history that have accomplished a lot, and they're being honored through our American currency. So I thought it was kind of cool. Something different, but I personally feel like something like this would be, collectible in the future as well. And, because it's all women related, it might be cool if I ever have a daughter or something to pass on to her, or if I don't have a daughter, I have a niece that's wonderful, and I'd love to be able to pass on some cool coins in the future that might be worth something, who knows. So anyway, I was just kind of into it. It was the first thing, like I said, I saw from the US Mint that I'm like, yeah, I kind of want that, but I didn't want to buy it from them. And when I was interested, they were sold out anyway. So if you are interested, they're all over eBay. You can find them on eBay. They'll range probably, $40 is a great price. $50 is kind of average. $60 is a little bit high, I guess. Just depends, But it's just one of those things. They're minted and done. That's it. We're moving on, So if you want these things, I feel like everything like this just slowly goes up and up and up over time. So you don't wait for, you don't wait 5 years to buy this thing. You buy it while it's fresh and hot. Maybe not while it's at the peak of its, heightened interest, because once the mint drops something and then they sell out, it's just like a knife drop. BRS drops a new Balisong on BladeHQ or something and it sells out. Guess what? People are immediately trying to buy it in the secondary market for twice as much. So you wait for the heat to cool off a little bit, but not long enough where now they're becoming collectible, Anyway, that's it for this one, guys. Let me know down in the comment section if you collect collectible coins. Like, this is specifically made to be a collectible to honor these women, but in this particular case, it's silver. You know, so I think it's cool, and it happens to be pure silver, which is even better. So, you know, I paid a premium on 5 quarters that were pure silver. I didn't, you know, pay for melt or anything. There's quite a premium on there. But I feel like these will grow in value, and I think it's just kind of a cool series in general. All right, so let me read this to you real quick from the US Gov website here, because I thought it was a 5-year program, but it's a 4-year. So I have the first year, obviously it'll be for 2023, 24, and 25. So it says the American Women Quarters Program is a 4-year coin program honoring historic contributions of women from a variety of fields, including women's suffrage, civil rights, abolition, government, humanities, science, and the arts. Now this year's is already sold out. That's why, you know, people are selling them all over eBay and stuff like that. But I believe there's a maximum of 25 per order. You know, they limit that, so obviously you can spread out. One person just buy all of them and then sell them for whatever they want. But yeah, pretty cool. So I'll collect these until 2025. I think it'll be kind of neat. And like I said, eventually it'll get passed on to whatever females in my life when I die. So that's it for this one, guys. Just want to touch upon the subject. Let me know if you're collecting these too. Just curious. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.